Hello there, Libra, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing your November love reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for some more details. And if you're enjoying the message or resonating with it, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. We're going to start with the Sacred Soul Travelers cards. I love these because we're in Scorpio season, so it's kind of this energy of trying to become the best version of ourselves. So these cards kind of help to highlight what your soul is trying to lead you towards. So let's see what we have. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. And Libra, you have been through quite a bit this year. And distant thunder, clear the air. I'm not really sure. That seems very similar to what you had, I think, for your November general reading. Just this sense that, there could be a conversation that you need to have, something that you need to clear out of the way, because it's actually acting as an obstacle to where it is that your soul wants you to go. So let's see what we have with the Wisdom Oracle. We have here and now, round and round, the fates. Oh, milk and honey. Okay, Libra, this is good. This is your Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is trying to come in. So let's see. We have the here and now. That's about staying present. Some of you, you're an air sign, Libra. So sometimes you might get into that spiraling of going back and, just kind of looking at the past and rehashing it. Well, that is part of the Scorpio energy. But it is about trying to step out of that a little bit, understanding that no matter what has happened in the past, you're here and now, you're safe, you're going to be fine, you don't have to worry about the future, and any obstacle that comes on your path, you will be able to overcome. And then look at this, the fates. This is divine intervention. There is something, and this is the love reading. So there is a love coming in for you that is divine, is your perfect match. So let's, I'm going to first use the soulmate cards, and we're going to look at past and present energy, and then area of resistance or obstacles, and then advice from spirit. So let's take a look at this, and then we're going to go back and clarify with the tarot. Yeah, so your past energy is forgive, tranquility, peaceful mind and heart, freedom from the past. So you have had, this is your past energy. You've taken some time to forgive, something that has happened in the past. I am getting the sense of putting down the baggage, putting down the baggage of the past and being ready to walk into the future. So let's see what your present energy is. Masculine, your divine masculine, your twin or soulmate seeking you. So you have, that's the fates. This is, this is a lovely energy. Somebody is seeking you. Gender doesn't matter. It's about, the energy of the divine masculine and the feminine. This could be a twin flame connection. It doesn't have to be, but it's a true deep soulmate connection. This person is seeking you, and, I get the sense that it's kind of like, your paths haven't crossed yet. It's like you're on this path, and then you have this big boulder here, and then the path continues, right? It's like the two of you are walking towards each other, but there's this big boulder in the way. There's something that you need to clear out first. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Stepping into your power. You're strong beyond measure. You're needing the strength to keep going in this, just to trudge forward. let's go to your obstacle or area of resistance. I have a feeling some of you are just ruminating. That's the word I'm getting. Ruminating about the past. It's about needing to step into the present moment. Realizing that the past really is in the past. Summer. It's time to see the sunny side. Your answers arrive in summer. Now, I don't think the summer part, for some of you, this is your area of resistance. You may have thought that this was going to be resolved this last summer. And it wasn't. And now you're having a hard time seeing the sunny side about the situation. You may have felt, okay, this situation was going to be resolved, or you were going to reconnect, or you were going to meet, a new person or something. There, you had some hope for the summer, and it's like your hope was dashed, because it's like, okay, it's we just had Halloween, and it's kind of like, yeah, we had Halloween. It's definitely fall. Now we're getting close to winter, and this didn't happen. And so it's kind of like going back into the past, ruminating about things that have happened, but also kind of like this energy of, will it ever happen? Okay, let's go see what your advice is here. Deception, mask, illusion, duplicity. Look beyond the superficial. What's on the bottom? Community, friendship, fun, a light heart, enjoy downtime with friends and family. I think for some of you, I get the sense that you feel like if you don't have a romantic partner in your life, it's just taking too long. It's like, this is just taking too long. It's the sense of, is it ever going to happen? And, this deception, this is your advice. And it's about looking beyond the superficial. You could be upset because somebody that you were with in the past has been able to move on and is like, I don't know, you're assuming that they're happy without you, okay? And it's kind of like, Spirit's like, well, that's not maybe necessarily true. It's almost as if you feel as the way that people act is always the way that they feel. But that's not really true. People put on facades, to protect themselves, or, it's kind of like that fake it till you make it type of energy. And it's either you need to fake it till you make it. That might resonate because this is your advice, and we are going to clarify. Or you could think that somebody else is doing great without you, or people around you are doing great and you feel like you are not. And it's almost as if whatever anybody is portraying, you think immediately that that is the truth. And Spirit is saying, no, everybody has their burdens that they're carrying. You're not the only one, Libra. It's almost like this sense of you feeling as if you're the only one having a burden of some sort. Let's go ahead and clarify and see where this is. Okay, so forgive. We have forgive, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. An energy of being independent and free, working on your career, forgiving the past. This is a great energy. Enjoying being free. And then I feel like look at Five of Cups on the bottom. So I think that there's a couple of scenarios here. I feel like somebody else's energy is in here. This isn't all your energy, Libra. I feel as if you may be happy to be single and independent, and somebody is really missing you, or vice versa. Or you could be pretending to be independent and free and not missing somebody, but down deep, you really are. And I think that it's going to resonate different with some of you. There's a very mixed type of energy here. And that's why I kind of feel like for some of you, it could be a twin flame, definitely a deep soulmate connection, and the energy of the other person. So there could be cross watchers here or something. Somebody else's energy is definitely coming in here. And then with the masculine, your divine masculine or soulmate is, and then look at what pops out. And I shuffled. I mean, this was on the bottom. See, I feel like the energy of the person that you are separated from, their energy is coming into this situation. They're missing you. I feel like you might be happy and independent and free. And it doesn't mean that you maybe don't miss this person or wouldn't like to have love in your life. But it's like you're okay. Like you've done the healing, you've forgiven, you've let the past be in the past, and the person that you're dealing with is not like they are really missing you. They're seeking you out, and there could be times where you're feeling their energy. So like if you wake up in the morning and you're feeling great, right? And then all of a sudden out of the blue, you feel like, wow, I miss that person from the past, or wow, I wish I wasn't single. It could be that you're just feeling the energy of this other person. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Somebody wants a fresh start here. Wow, Queen of Wands. Okay, so let's see what this summer is. Really interesting reading. Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Page of Cups. I think for some of you, you thought that you may hear from this person this last summer, okay? So like a few months ago. You may have thought, okay, that person is going to reach out. Or, you know, I really get that this is the past energy. So maybe if you just recently broke up from somebody or something, you know, you thought that, you know, no matter when it was, you thought, oh, they're going to call me or they're going to reach out. You know, they're going to offer something, you know. We're a dynamic duo in a way that, you know, the person that you're dealing with could have been like a King of Pentacles and you're a Queen of Wands, or vice versa. You know, both of them can be very independent type of energies, very charismatic, very determined. The Queen of Wands is extremely beautiful and attractive, takes good care of herself. And then the King of Pentacles is, you know, somebody that really works on their finances and stuff. It was as if you knew that this was fated. You were waiting for this offer from this person, this phone call, or they could have been waiting for you. Like that's the obstacle. I feel like you may have thought that this person was going to reach out to you and they didn't. And you're kind of like, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm just done, right? And yeah, Page of Cups on the bottom. Like there's love here. Yeah, transformation. There's a lot of love here in this situation. Distant thunder. You know, it's kind of like, you know, that this conversation or whatever is going to happen here, like, you know, it has to happen. It's like you can hear it coming, you know it, like intuitively, your intuition is telling you. So let's look at this deception. This is your advice from Spirit. Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, King of Cups. Oh my goodness, Ten of Wands. This has not finished out. With the Ten of Wands here, it's at the end, but it hasn't finished out. Five of Pentacles underneath that. Empress, King of Swords. Okay, the message I'm getting is that somebody is pretending that they don't need you in their life. You, Libra, may feel like, yeah, I have moved on, okay? But the person that you're dealing with, you may feel like they have moved on. Like they're putting on this false facade of moving on. And that could be part of the reason why you were just like, yeah, okay, well, that's fine. You've moved on. I'm going to move on too, right? But look at this. There's just too much love here. And we also have the Ten of Cups. You know, this person has a lot of emotions for you. They definitely want to come in and express them. They're holding on to you and your energy and your love. They want another round with you. I feel like that, you know, here and now, it's like they are truly trying to get back into your good graces. And I feel like they're doing it in all the wrong way. Because I feel like they're putting on this false facade of, I don't need Libra, right? And you're looking at that and you're going, okay. And you could even be having a little bit of this, you know, sadness. Well, they sure don't miss me. Okay, then I don't miss them. Like it could be that you're both doing this to protect your own heart, you know. And yet at the same time, look at this that's underneath. It's like a sense that I'm getting the sense that you actually long for to be in the arms of each other. And yet you can't. You can't at this time. Yeah, poised. New life. Come to the edge. Mending. Regeneration. I really feel for a lot of you, this is a situation that hasn't ended. Okay. I mean, it has ended. You may not be talking. You're in separation, but your energy is, you know, you're still in each other's energy. There is a lot of love underneath the facade of, I don't really care about that person anymore. For some of you that are single and are sitting there going, I have nobody in the past. There is something to perhaps, you know, with this deception, this is your advice, is to ask yourself, because I think you do. I think you have all this love underneath, right? But it's almost like as if you're holding back for some reason. Like you could be even saying to the world, no, I want love or something like that. But there's some reason, because we have orphaned here. Like there's some reason. Are you afraid of rejection or abandonment? Even if you know who this person is, I feel like there's a sense of holding on to something, to a fear in a way, a little bit of holding on to a fear that this is almost like too good to be true. Let's go to the romance angel cards. You know what? I'm going to clarify this overcoming obstacles. What's the obstacle that needs to be overcome here? What is the obstacle? The waiting. Temperance. Knight of Cups. Justice. Star, Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. This is such a deep connection. Whether you know who this person is, or if you think that this is a new person, that you're hoping a new person is coming in, there's so much waiting. Look at this. This is both of these cards. Your obstacle is the waiting. The obstacle is the waiting. And the sense that I'm getting is that this is part of the journey. What you need to work on balance. There's something that you need to balance out. Really, this sense that the waiting, it's almost as if, Libra, it's almost as if you want to snap your fingers and have this person in front of you. Like instant gratification, right? It's like, I just want to snap my fingers and this person is here. There's something about the waiting. This is divinely guided. There's a lot of waiting here. And it could be that the person that you're dealing with, look at this, Knight of Cups, you're waiting for this person to express their love, right? I mean, this is the expression of love. You're waiting for it. The wheel is about to turn. Things are going to turn in your favor. Wow. Yeah. 10 of Cups. This is a true soulmate. It's like, it's worth the wait. That's the message I'm getting. Your obstacle is the waiting. Because I feel like, and I always, I never say that you wait for somebody. I'm always kind of like, go live your life, right? Because you can wait forever. And, but it's almost as if it could be that you are waiting for somebody. Maybe your obstacle is that you are putting too much energy into waiting and hoping for this to work instead of trying to go and live your life, past life relationship, getting to know each other, true love. Yeah. Stay optimistic. I think for some of you, you are losing hope. And it's like, no, don't lose hope. This is coming in. This is coming in. It's going to be worth waiting for. It's just, yeah. I feel like for a lot of you, there is some past life relationship, whether in this lifetime or in a previous lifetime. And it's like you have to wait for the other person to finish out their lessons. And meanwhile, it's kind of like, yeah, well, go live your life, Libra. Go live your life. If this is meant to be, it will happen. That's part of it. That is part of it, is that you just putting it out to the universe, surrendering to the universe and saying, okay, if this is meant to be, it'll happen. Meanwhile, I'm going to go live my life. The only other thing I would say is if you feel like you need to express your love to somebody, you may want to do that, but that's kind of up to you. Because I do feel like the energy of the other person is in here. They could be waiting for you to express your love. Yeah, because we had express your love under here, didn't we? Getting to know each other. No. External validation, limitations inspire innovations, and accept and receive the distraction of shiny things. Somebody here is, and it could be the person you're dealing with, somebody is perhaps dealing with a karmic right now, a shiny thing, right? And they're acting like, oh yeah, they're my one and only, right? Nah, that person is not. They're trying to, this external validation, if I have a shiny thing on my arm, right? It makes me look even better. Limitations inspire innovations, and accept and receive. I think it is about accepting love, receiving love, as well as giving love. And, that is a very hard thing sometimes, Libra, to learn, is that we have to be open to accepting love from others in order to really attract and bring in our true soulmate. Okay, so this is your Lover's Oracle card. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. And you know what? I think that is exactly what this situation is. It's about, what do you want out of this situation, Libra? I feel like for some of you, you need to express that to this person. This is what I really want out of this relationship. It's about clearing the air. And then it's almost as if you get the clarity then about what to do next. I'm going to come back. I do feel like this is a very fated soulmate connection. And remember, if it's really meant to be, it will come back to you. Okay? So if you feel like this person isn't ready to be with you and be the person that you need in a way to support you and appreciate you and cherish you, then it's time for you to move on and, try to see, if you can find that person. And if this is meant to be, this person will come back, around. I feel like for a lot of you, the person that you're dealing with is dealing with a karmic right now. And that is, because of that, it could be playing with your mind and your fears, excuse me, and you're kind of like making decisions based on that instead of listening to what your true heart and soul wants, if that makes sense. And that we do a lot, right? We make decisions out of our pain, our hurt, our fears, instead of what our heart really wants. So it's about taking a little time to try to figure out, what is it that your heart really wants in this situation, in a romance, in love, and then really going for it and putting it out there to the universe. Yeah, this is what I want, because you are poised. You are poised for a new life, taking a risk. Once again, if you need to express something to somebody, trying to mend something, regeneration. Okay, round and round. Might be time for another go round with this person. Well, Libra, very interesting reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. I did enjoy doing it for you. And I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And if you did resonate with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.